Okay, so see, I gotta flip you up. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Here's my final speech for the class. Again, I'm still nervous, but here we are. Here's Barb, we have Virginia, we have Carla, we have Dawn, and here's Barb. Well, imagine being a person who brings comfort to someone during their most vulnerable moments. I've been a CNA and a Med Aid for 10 plus years. You can say I started off being a caregiver because you start from a caregiver, then you can work your way to a CNA, a Med Aid, and then, just go from there. I want to talk to you guys about what is preparing me to become an LPN and an RN. Again, it's starting off with me working as a CNA and a Med Aid into this career. I've been doing this for all this time, helping individuals dress, bathe, brush their teeth, do their hair, cook, clean, take them places, give them their medication for quite some time. I say within the next year and a half, I'll be an RN. I got back in school to do this because need more pay, need more knowledge. Being a CNA and a Med Aid is not only a fast and a affordable way to enter the healthcare field, but it also provides emotional fulfillment and long-term career stability with how long you plan on being in the healthcare field. Again, I've been in the healthcare field for 10 plus years. Not afraid to say it. I'll be 34 here in less than 30 days, so I've been doing it for quite some time. Did you know CNAs is the projected growth? They project to grow about 4% from 22 to 32 it's about over 200,000 job openings each year due to high populations. Like, for an example, I work at a clinic. Years ago, it was very hard to get into a clinic. I don't even think clinics was even letting CNAs or Med Aids apply there. Well, when COVID started, it seems like to me that the population for CNAs and Med Aids got opened up even more, where it has people been able to apply and work at clinics and hospitals, and it's expanding more. There was a time where LPNs wasn't really needed in clinics and hospitals, but now as we speak today in 2025, they're much needed. And again, the population is a high demand for LTC, which is long-term care, and that's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics is where I found some of that information. I do know some of this information myself just because working at Methodist for the last 3 years have shown me a lot. After 10 plus years in the healthcare field, one of the biggest advantages I would say is it's a fast entry. Like I said again, takes about 4 to 6 weeks depending on how you do it. You can get your Med Aid within 2 weeks. And I mean, depending on where you go, sometimes it can be a little bit faster, it can be a little bit longer, just depends on what their requirements are. Most employers will sponsor or pay for you to have those credentials if you don't come right into it. Just like some tuition is covered for certain schools when you want to go for your LPN or RN or whatever healthcare there is out there. So many different healthcare jobs out there that have different tuitions for that. So if you are in school, you're able to work with a flexible schedule, doing online classes, and working at the same time and going to school. Because again, as I said previously, I work 2 jobs and I go to school right now. Another thing is being a CNA or a Med Aid, it's always a job. There's always going to be jobs out here, whether you're working in nursing, long-term care, memory care, assisted living, hospital, clinics. You're always gonna have a job, especially now with the fact that they have opened the opportunity for CNAs and med-aids. I find it very convenient for individuals who work as a CNA and a med-aid, especially if you have a father, a mother, grandparent. This will definitely help you succeed if this is something that you want to further get into. And I mean, according to the Georgetown University short-term healthcare credentials made, CNA and a med-aid report lower student debt and higher early career satisfactions than most college, grade schools, and unrelated fields. In addition to emotional rewards for career path, and offer strong professional benefits and opportunities for growth. That is something that is good for CNAs and med-aids and RNs and LPNs. Just being in the healthcare field, you have a lot of opportunity, a lot of growth with this type of business. Working with individuals that have dementia or Alzheimer's, being on hospice, then it's like some of those are sad moments. So you definitely have to have a heart for this. It's not just on any job. You go get the credentials and you get the job. You need to make sure that this is something that your heart can handle. You meet people, you meet families, you grow a bond with individuals. They're just like family, Being a CNA and a med-aid is more physical, mentally, and emotional career. I mean, you have your ups and downs, you have sad moments, you have happy moments. Like I said, it just depends on what type of patient or resident you're dealing with at the moment. You do daily bath cares, you feed them. Like I said, you cook for them, you bathe them, you dress them, you do activities with them. You're with them 24/7, depending on what type of environment you're working in, what shift. You always got someone to talk to. I mean, these are older people that I'm working with as we speak, and I talk to them on a daily. They make me happy. They make me laugh. I try to make them laugh. Like I said at the beginning, you kind of grow with your residents. The people that you're taking care of, they depend on you. In healthcare, the person is going to depend on you no matter what. No matter where you're working at, you're dependent on, for sure. I really don't have too much else to say. Just that working in healthcare is the spot to be. I've been doing it for so long. I can share a short little moment here that really got me to where I wanted to even grow more into the healthcare field is trying to save my dad. I tried saving my dad 3 times with CPR, and he wound up passing away. He took his last breath in my arms, but after that took place 7 years ago, that's what brought me stronger into the healthcare field. I'm going to just go ahead and let this speech go. I'm pretty nervous about this. It was a great class, trying to explore more with learning more and get more comfortable with talking in front of a class. I know this is online, but I still get nervous, even in person. Thank everybody for listening to all my speeches, and I want to thank the teacher for giving me feedback. But here's the end of my speech, and thank you for listening.